Hey guys, and welcome back to John's Rolling Life Vlog. So earlier I was looking through YouTube and I noticed an old friend, um, an old acquaintance had posted a video, and this um, old friend of mine, we hadn't spoken in years. But her name is Whitney Bailey, and she has CP, and she has worked with people with disabilities for years, and she has her own podcast. Well, it's it's on YouTube, but it's every week. It's the same. It's the same show, and she has different guests, and it's different people with CP and from the workforce. And she had another friend of mine on that's a writer, martial arts instructor. Um, she's had several people on, several amazing people, and they all have CP, and that just shows that you can do anything. I can and could do anything, and she's a great example of endurance, and just um, she's just a wonderful, wonderful example to all of those that want to make something of themselves and overcome obstacles and overcome their disability. And I'll post her video. I'll put her video in my description below. Um, and also, I would like you to just check out her channel because it's really good. Um, so, the video she posted was a video uh, celebrating July being uh, Disability Pride Month. And it's just made me think, uh, as hard as my life always has been, I never thought for a second that my disability could keep me from things. Uh, I only thought that because I was disabled and I had CP, that given the fact that I could speak relatively well and could think pretty well, that I only had more of a responsibility to use those gifts to help people and to get the most out of life and to enjoy life and um, to help make a difference in the lives of others. Um, if anything, that's only made me feel more responsible for that. And she, my friend Whitney used to actually joke with me and always say, you got that huge brain up there, you might want to use it for something. Um, and she was always a great encourager, wonderful friend. Um, and she was, in the video, she talked about her coming to terms with CP and the fact that she didn't always have that. She wasn't always comfortable or at peace with it. And I gotta say, I was okay. I guess I was okay with having CP and being disabled because I grew up with three older brothers, and they didn't. I don't didn't feel like they treated me any different. I was still the baby brother, and I still got my butt whooped, um, as every baby brother does, uh, from his older brothers. And there was always joking around. There's still joking around. I'm still the baby brother and the punchline most of the time. That's okay. Um, but they didn't treat me any different, and I really think that helped a lot. Um, and also, I wouldn't, as hard as things are, I, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to meet such wonderful people and to make videos and speak to youth groups and uh, be a part of a disabled ministry as I have in the past. Um, and if I didn't have this disability, not that I'm happy about the disability, but if I didn't have that, I wouldn't have those opportunities. And I'm grateful for those, and I'm so grateful for the friendships I've forged because of them. I've made YouTube videos that have really moved people and helped people, and I remember years ago when I made my main YouTube video before I got the channel. Um, I made a video with a friend called Dinner with John, and I'm sure most of you have seen it. Uh, but he encouraged me to make a video just to tell my story, and we were just sitting around one night, having dinner and having beer, and he said, "Hey, I have this camera. Can I try it out? I have this new camera. Let me try it out." And so he just turned it on and just said, "Just talk, and I'll polish it up later." So I did. Um, and at that time in my life, I was in a lot of pain and um, had a lot of issues with medical insurance. I was probably a little bitter um, at that point. Um, and I really wanted that video. When we first made it, I really wanted that video to get something going, move the needle with the bureaucratic system and help my medical, status. It didn't really do that, but and at first, to be honest, I don't ever think I told Joshua this, my friend that helped me make it, but I was a little disappointed at first that it really didn't make a big splash in that fashion. But then, couple of years later, I realized that maybe I was looking at it the wrong way. That I made that video to connect with people and to help people, not to get better medical insurance. And Josh is a pretty smart guy. He was always smarter than me. I think he knew that from the very beginning. Um, he always told me that no matter what I wrote on Facebook or in my blog or just any of my writings, that I had a responsibility to encourage people and lift people up, and I think we all sort of have that responsibility. Um, especially for the younger generations, uh, to be a better example for them, which, especially this day and age, we don't have that, don't really do that in our country right now. We're letting down our younger generations. But anyway, uh, I don't. I thought back then that at first, like I said, I was disappointed, but then I came to realize that that video was about connecting with people, and boy, did um, forged friendships that have lasted uh, years, over 5 years, and good, good friends, because I didn't. I used social media the right way. There is a positive way to use it to make a video, to help someone, to help people, to tell your story, and to connect with them and talk with them. And, I went on to meet families and hear their story and see their boy, and I went on to I'm still to this day great friends with him, and that will last forever. I know it will. Um, and friends that are out of us, not even U.S. citizens, friends in different countries. A good friend in Brazil. That, I don't know what I would do without all the people that I've met. Uh, including Miss Bailey, the one that made the video. Um, I don't know what I would do without have known them, without have had met them. Sorry, and that's the main thing I take from CP. Yeah. Sure. I wish it'd be nice if I wasn't in a wheelchair, wasn't a quadriplegic, but uh, you know, I am. So, uh, I just had, last year, I just had, or maybe earlier this year, forgive me, I don't really remember, it's been such a blur. Uh, I just had my main physical therapist that I grew up with, uh, pass away from complications from, um, some of, some sickness she had, and then she got COVID, and that did it. And but this person was probably outside of my bloodline the biggest mentor I ever had. Uh, and because she was my main physical therapist when I was a kid, and I gave her such hell when I was little, when I was a boy. I did not want to work. I did not want to go to therapy. I did not want to put the work in. And she had so much belief in my potential and so much belief in me. And 20, 30 years later, she still had the same belief. But when I was a kid, I ended up leaving and walking out, refusing to do anything, and didn't do any therapy or work for years. And then 20, 25 years later, I come back, and she is willing to work with me when no one else is. And we ended up getting closer as friends, and those last few years we worked together, and I, those years we were just able to have a friendship were wonderful. I miss her every day. I miss I miss her so much. And if I wasn't like she once told me, if this was a perfect world, I wouldn't need her. I wouldn't know her and I wouldn't need her. But it's not a perfect world. And I have CP and I'm in a wheelchair. And I needed this amazing woman, um, this amazing teacher and mentor. And I was blessed to know her and have her in my life. And I, I guess, you know, it's rare on BookTube and YouTube for someone to say this, but, you know, I kind of try to hide it away. I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. I've chosen to follow Him every day. Literally every day. You know, you get up and say, okay, well, I can't. There's so much I can't do for myself. But today's a new day. Today's new mercies. And I'm gonna give it to you. Whatever happens, you're still there, however much it hurts, however twisted and busted up and achy and broken and malfunctioning and slow functioning my body is. Uh, I still give it to you. I give this day to you. And you know, years later, when years ago as a kid, I wanted to be a sportscaster. I wanted to work for Sports Center. I grew up in the day of Dan Patrick and Keith Overman and The Big Show, and then a little older, I watched Rich Eisen, and I used to watch Sports Center every day, and I'd watch it loop. I I came to know all the teams and all the sports and all the day. And my brothers would quiz me, and they would get their friends to quiz me, and I was a sports nerd, and I wanted to be a sportscaster. And when I got a little older, I really wanted to work on the radio. I wanted to go to school for it, for communications, and uh, I still love the radio medium. It's a wonderful personal medium. You get to know the people you're listening to almost, um, like a close friend, and I still love that, and I would still do it. But you know, my dream job now, I'm unemployed because of I'm not allowed legally to work income because I'll lose my benefits if I have any other income. I'll lose my therapy benefits and stuff. And that's wrong. Uh, that should not be that way because people that are able to work and want to get up and have a mission every day and be productive, even if they're disabled or not, they should be able to do that without being at risk of losing their benefits. Um, that's just flat wrong. I'm grateful for the program and the state benefits I have, but it's just wrong. Anyway, don't want to go off on too much of a tangent because I can. Um, but yeah, I wanted to be a sportscaster and then I wanted to work on the radio. But the last few years, I really, for quite a while now, I have a calling. I feel a calling to work in ministry. And I've had a couple of chances to kind of do that, to kind of walk alongside a lot of brilliant, amazing, grace-filled, wonderful filled, I mean, grace-filled, wonderful people that are truly working to uh, show people with disabilities and just people in general the grace and the love and compassion of Christ, and um, to help them on their journeys as a Christian. And I really want to do that because um, I wanted to work with, I just, I really have a call to be in ministry, and I've had my chances, uh, and they didn't, just didn't happen, or I didn't take them, and maybe I was wrong in those situations for not taking it, but maybe it'll still happen one day because that want, that fire is still there to do that. Um, and I just wake up every day and I choose to believe the best, and I choose to see the best in people, and um, I choose to know that God's in control. And I'm just, so yeah, because of all that and my relationships and the wonderful people I've worked with, and just I mean, I'm not only do I have CP, but the last couple of years, I can hardly eat. I've lost so much weight uh, because I'm sort of in digestive, having some major digestive issues. And my body doesn't really process things anymore. Uh, so I'm having to have my colon removed. I'm getting a stoma, and that is that I'm scared to do that, but it has to be done, and I know that uh, I know that it has to be done, and I know that there's a reason for everything in life, and I have to believe that this is just part of my journey, and that this, my pain, can be used for a purpose, and this journey will go on to help people and make a difference. And I know that, and I believe it, and that's why, all that being said, that's why I'm proud to be disabled. I'm, I'm disabled and proud, um, because it's what I am, and I can. It's not who I am, it's the body I'm in. If you want to know who I am, then, let's have a cup of coffee and sit down, and we'll talk, and then you'll learn who I am. But my disability is just part of what I live in, and part of what I am. Um, and it is part of who I am, just on the different relationships I've learned, and what I've learned about being a better man, and a better boyfriend, and a better son, and a better brother, because of the lessons of it, um, and a better friend. So that's why I hope that if you see this video and you have a disability, write below and tell me a little bit about your story, and I'm happy to post a video about July being Disability uh, Month, and I really I was delighted to see Miss Bailey's video, and highly recommend you check out her channel because an incredible person, and I was always grateful for her advice and counsel and uh, friendship when we talked. And she is an amazing person, and she's already done wonderful things, and I know she will go on to do more wonderful things in the world. And she has a smile that is incredible. It really is. It's a lot better than mine, and mine's pretty good. So, um, anyway, I just thought I would say a little my piece. Uh, I know I'm lower in the wheelchair because I don't really want to raise up right now. I'm not feeling very good tonight. Um, so I don't know if you can see me that well, but I hope this video comes out. Anyway, thank you, YouTube. Thank you, my friends, and thank you for watching, subscribing, and hearing me rattle on. God bless you all. Have a wonderful weekend and happy 4th of July.